Lately, a lot of people have been asking me this question. So, am I typically glued to a computer screen when I'm trading the markets? The answer is no. I'm not glued to a computer screen at all. I'm constantly living my life, playing video games, enjoying movies, family time, beach, whatever. I'm living my life, and that's because I want to, and I am able to manage my time effectively. So, what are some reasons a person would be glued to their screen? So a lot of the top reasons lead between lack of education and experience, as well as dependence on an indicator. So, when you don't know how to read a chart, you tend to be dependent on an indicator to actually tell you when to buy, when to sell, and that's pretty much how I started out. Like a lot of people, I started out with like MLMs and all that to teach me like the basics, and they really only did teach you the basics, and the basics led to how to use an indicator. Don't depend on an indicator because even the indicators are very limiting and they're laggy, so they're not very helpful in the long term. I mean, they may be okay for short term trading. I was doing short term trading for a little bit and scalping for a little bit, but down the road, I ended up improving upon my strategy by going implementing swing trading and a little bit of position trading as well, which I'll talk a little bit more on and the reasons why a person would actually be glued to this. But yeah, um as well as my experiences. But yeah, I was glued to a screen because I was scalping and I was day trading as well. But at the same time, even with those, you can strategize in a way that you don't have to be glued to your screen. But the indicators were my worst enemy as far as having the freedom to actually do what I wanted. You got to learn how to read the charts. You got to eliminate the dependence of a tool and treat it exactly as that, a tool. And when it comes to the markets, tools aren't always the best. I mean, some are helpful, but not all of them. And then let's get to the next part of what is a scalper, day trader, and all the other stuff. So there are multiple types of traders. So, and multiple ways of going about it as well. So I started out as a scalper and a day trader. So as a scalper, you're typically in and out of the market. Like you're going out for like 5, 10, 20 pips, whatever a day. You have a set target. You can either be done for the day based on your strategy, or you can keep trading in and out throughout the day. It is up to you and your strategy. Day trading is about the same. Sometimes you can just hold it throughout the day and just be out and be cool for the week. It depends on your trading strategy. Swing trading. At max, I like to swing trade more than anything because that's my way of setting up my trade and forgetting all about it. It really depends on the opportunity. I can do all three of those. I can position trade as well, and but it depends on the opportunity that I actually see in the market. So, do I see a short term opportunity, or am I going to implement a shorter term opportunity with my longer term strategy? And yeah, make a quick buck real quick while making leaving this stuff alone because I'm bored or whatever the heck. I just want to make extra money, whatever. It depends on what I want to do. Swing trading, I hold it for a good 3 days to a week or two. That's something that I do. Position trading, you're going to hold it for months to a year. I don't position trade a lot because it depends on the opportunity, but swing trading and less, that is more of what I do, that is what I teach. So it ultimately, depending on what you roll with, at the end of the day, it depends on your strategy and how much you know about the markets. So if you're going to be glued to your computer, obviously you either don't know enough about trading or that is part of your strategy. Or maybe you are dependent on an indicator. That is hands down, that is what it comes down to. A lot of people don't know a lot about trading, so they're dependent on a tool to actually tell them when to get in and out of the markets. So it makes it very, very limiting when you're actually limited in that way. So, so when you hear somebody saying, "Oh, I don't want to be glued to my computer screen" or something like that, that just highlights how much they don't know about the markets. So it's really nothing to really say about trading because it comes down to your strategy. You got to plan out your weeks and you got to figure out how many hours you are willing to put into your opportunity. This is your business. You manage your own business. Trading, this is your income. So, with that in mind, you got to show mastery of it by improving on your knowledge. I mean, yeah, you can just be a scalper, you can be a day trader, and just be fine with that. But there's always a solution to actually like make your trading much better, and there's always another additional way to actually improve on your strategy. There's definitely of a lot of education involved into trading. It just really, really depends on the way you want to go about it. I mean, nobody can really tell you which route is better because ultimately it's going to come down to your level of patience. It's like some people like the short term trading because they're not as patient as the swing trader. I'm a very patient person, so I can implement multiple strategies. I can do it on multiple accounts or at the same time as well. So yeah, it just really, really depends on what I want to do. So what it comes down to is what do you want to do with your trading? How do you want to manage your trading? This is your business. You set your own hours. How long do you plan on trading? Do you want to do it? Do you want to do it every morning, every other morning? Plan it out. What does the trading week show you? What opportunities do you see presently in the markets that'll actually help you capitalize and maybe if you're a swing trader, maybe help you to like get in and help you to forget about the trade and still make your money and live your life. It's just, at least that's my way of thinking, anyways. Like, I'm not babying it. I am not babying it because I don't have to. I'm gonna make my money still, and that is all that matters. I'll if I want to baby it, I will. I'll do that because it's fun and I'm teaching somebody something new, or well, just because I'm bored and just, I see a way to, well, an opportunity to kind of capitalize in the moment sometimes. So it just, yeah, the more you know, the better it's going to get for you. That's just the best way I could really put it for you. So don't be dependent on, yeah, never be dependent on indicators because that's going to keep you glued to your screen. And on top of that, you can't use your phone. Your phone, you may peek at a little bit just to see how things are going, and you may like move stop losses and take profits and stuff around, whatever, close out trades early, whatever. But ultimately, you're going on about your day, treating it like Facebook. Oh, I made money today. Great. Well, if you have that kind of skill, anyways, you no matter what, you got to develop your skill and build up your education. So that's my thoughts as far as being glued to a screen with Forex. You got to make your own strategy. Strategize, build that education. Don't be dependent on indicators.